Sana lahat ng bangko may feature na mag-automatic installment na lang lahat ng mga pinurchase natin or mga straight payment natin. Hi everyone, Crisel Morales here. Welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So how are you guys? How are you? How is 2024 para sa inyong lahat? So sana mas mabuti, mas productive at mas magandang financial flow ang para sa inyo. Though hindi ko kayo kilala personally, but as I read all your comments, I already know what is in your heart. And it is always my desire, as what I said a while ago, na mapabuti ang mga financial na kalagayan ng bawat isa sa inyo, financial flow, I should say, at mas masayang buhay. Most especially, magkaroon sana kayong lahat ng mas wise na spending at plano, financial plan for this year para maging mas maganda ang takbo ng buhay ng bawat isa sa inyo. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to tackle or give response dito sa mga queries natin na naipon dito sa ating YouTube channel. And alam ko na hindi ko nabigyan ng tamang panahon ang lahat ng mga queries ninyo dahil I was also too busy during the season. But now, I'm trying to catch up by giving answers to some of the queries at sana mapili nga yung iba sa mga queries ninyo, no? Lalong-lalo na yung mga importante talagang queries na kailangan malaman ng mga newbies and even the existing credit card holders. So, ready na ba kayo? First query nang galing kay Rayan. So, shout out sa'yo, Rayan. Sana nabanggit ko ng tama ang pangalan mo. Okay, so thank you for dropping by and for dropping your comment as well. Ang tanong niya, need po ba na magpirma pag ginagamit ang CC sa McDo? Hindi. Okay, hindi kailangan magpirma. Kasi automatic na dinededuct na lang ni McDo ang mga pinurchase mo sa kanila. So, there's no need of attaching your signature pag ginamit mo ang credit card mo. Well, baka mag-mistake ako because depende kasi sa swiper nila. Hindi na katulad before, the old days na kailangan pumirma ka, no, kapag ginagamit ang credit card. Ngayon, medyo advanced na ang technology and there's no more attaching of signature. As I experience it, sa karamihan sa lahat ng mga groceries and even sa mga restaurants or fast food restaurants, kung saan ko ginagamit ang aking credit card, there's no more attaching of signature sa mga receipts nila. So, I would say na hindi na. So, there you go, Rayan. Sana nasagot kita at maraming salamat muli. Okay, next query natin nang galing naman kay Bamboo 1991. Okay, so hi Bamboo, shout out sa'yo and thank you so much for visiting our YouTube channel and for dropping your query. Maraming salamat. At ang tanong ni Bamboo, bibili po ako ng motor sa Casa Ma'am, gamit po Security Bank ko. Pwede ko ba siya installment? Okay, with regards to that, kailangan malaman natin na ang ating credit card is affiliated with that certain company kung saan ka bibili ng motorcycle. In that case, kailangan malaman kasi natin if the credit card is affiliated with the merchant and vice versa. Kailangan natin kausapin ang ating merchant or ang ating company kung saan ka magpa-purchase ng motorcycle kasi most of the time, kapag naman affiliated ang credit card with that merchant, possible naman ang installment. Ang magpa-process kasi niyan is the merchant. She or he has to indicate within the process na you are purchasing that item in installment. At kapag nagbigay si bangko ng approval, then okay na yon. So, kailangan i-communicate lang natin with the merchant if it's possible to purchase it in an installment. So, there you go, Bamboo. Thank you so much for dropping by once again. Okay, so next query naman natin ang galing kay Woodchill. So, hi Woodchill, shout out sa'yo. Thank you so much for dropping by dito sa ating YouTube channel. Ang tanong ni Woodchill, hello po, ask ko lang sana if first purchase ko is 4.5K, then second purchase is 1.5K, matik po ba siya mag-auto installment? Within cut-off ko po siya ginamit. Thank you. Okay, so kapag may feature ang credit card mo that it will automatically be treated as installment, I believe oo. Depende kay banko yan kung meron silang promo or feature na ganyan. So may I know kung ano yung credit card mo? Is it Security Bank or BDO? Okay, so sometimes kapag may feature na ganyan ang credit cards natin, we have to communicate that with the merchant or doon mismo sa kahera. Okay? Before paying using your credit card, sabihin natin that we would like to pay that in an installment. Kasi kailangan i-process doon na installment ang payment mo. And automatically, meron kasing approval na ibibigay si bangko kapag approved yung in-applyan mong installment. And if the bank approves yung installment, then no problem for that. But doon mismo, as I go back doon sa automatic installment, depende as what I've said, kapag may ganyang feature si bangko. Pero kahit namang walang ganyang feature si bangko, pag kinommunicate natin yan doon sa cashiering area or cashiering section, possible naman. Basta nakareceive ng approval si kahera. So, okay na yon. Pero kapag walang approval, then maybe hindi siya available feature ng credit card. So, kailangan pa din, kung gusto mong malaman further than that, then we communicate with the customer service representative, tumawag tayo ka bangko, and ask what are the different installment programs that we can avail through our credit card. So there you go. Thank you so much, Woodchill. Sana na-satisfy kita. And if there are still some queries that you want to know, please continue to ask me or to drop your comment in our comment section. Thank you so much. Okay, so here is another query nang galing naman kay user YMB4BH6GK711. Okay, ang haba, no? So sabi niya, paano po ma'am pag gusto ko na po magbayad tapos wala pa po yung SOA ko, pwede na po bang magbayad over the counter na lang po sana? And paano ko po malalaman yung bills ko po pag wala na po yung SOA, pag wala pa po yung SOA ko? Okay. Ito yung paying in advance before the arrival of our statement of account. Pwede naman, pero kailangan i-monitor mo yung history mo, yung expenses mo, at kailangan palagi mong i-jot down kung magkano yung binayad mo, anong date. Kasi kung minsan, ito yung nagbibigay ng kalituhan. Kapag nagbayad tayo ng credit card bills after the release of the SOA, automatic na magre-reflect yung binayad natin sa susunod na SOA next month. Now, kapag nagbayad ka naman before the SOA, depende pa rin kapag na-process na yung SOA mo in that month. Kasi kapag na-process na and ready to release, hindi na nila pwedeng i-add or hindi na magre-reflect doon yung binayad mo. So, automatic na magre-reflect yung binayad mo, and that is most probably next month na sa next SOA mo, magre-reflect yung binayad mo. Okay, so I hope that is clear with you, user. Thank you so much. At kapag may mga additional query ka pa, please let me know. Maraming salamat. Okay, so here is another query nang galing naman sa isa pa nating subscriber. Sabi niya, ma'am, ask ko lang po kung pwede ko po ba ipa-installment yung outstanding balance ko po. Paano ko po siya paano po kaya? Kasi di ko makontak ang customer service. Ang due date ko po is on January 23, 2024. Okay, so in that case, possible naman na i-contact natin with customer service representative para mag-fall na lang siya as installment. So, kailangan makontak mo ang customer service kasi walang power si Crisel para i-convert ang purchases mo into installment. So, talagang kailangan kausapin si bangko. And if you cannot contact the customer service go to the bank mismo na lang. Visit the bank at doon ka na lang makipag-usap doon sa customer service para ma-assist ka nila na mag-fall as installment yung purchases mo. That alone can help you. Kasi kung pwede lang sanang puntahan ang bangko at ako mismo ang mag-a-apply for the installment, gagawin ko talaga. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, another query na nanggaling sa isa pa nating subscriber na si Jesselie Kunanan. Okay, so hi Jesseline. Okay. Hi Jesseline, shout out sa'yo and thank you so much for dropping your comments here dito sa ating YouTube channel. Ang question ni Jesseline, sabi niya, hi po ma'am, kapag halimbawa 5K po ang napamili ko, ilang days ko po pwedeng bayaran? Okay, meron tayong before or after na nag-release si credit card ng SOA, meron pa tayong additional 21 to 25 days bago ang iyong due date. So within that period, pwede ka nang magbayad. So kapag online ka magbabayad, halimbawa ang due date mo is Friday, so kailangan Monday pa lang magbayad ka na kasi 3 to 5 days bago mag-reflect yung payment na ginawa mo. So there you go. Maraming salamat, Jesseline, for dropping your comment. And blessed New Year to you. So another query na nanggaling kay Sharina. So sabi ni Sharina, paano po Visa credit card? Hindi ko maintindihan ito. Please expand your question, Zerina. Bumalik ka doon sa query na ginawa mo dito sa ating YouTube channel and then mag-expand ka ng konti doon sa query mo para masagot kita ng tama din. Okay? So maraming salamat. And here is another one na nanggaling naman kay Sami Weng. Okay, so Sami Weng, hi at shout out sa'yo. Kunana, Ilocana kamit gayam, madam. When Sami Weng, Ilocana, ana nga province tinagapwam, it is always my pleasure and my joy to encounter Ilocana or Ilocano people or subscriber in our YouTube channel. So thank you, Sami Weng, for calling my attention and for saying nga Ilocana akmet gayam. When I am from Ilocos Norte, how about you? Sana ma-share mo din kung saang province ka galing. So, thank you so much, Sami Weng. Okay, so another query na nanggaling naman kay Clara. Hi, Clara. Shout out sa'yo. And thank you for dropping by dito sa ating YouTube channel. Ito, I find it very important to tackle itong query niya. So sabi ni Clara, hi ma'am, question po, I have PNB Zelle credit card. Sometimes po, wala pang due date, nagbabayad na ako. Pero yung payment ko po, ginagamit ko rin to swipe again. Di po ba yan makaka-affect sa credit standing ko or sa credit limit increase na gusto kong i-avail? Thank you po. Okay, so Clara, the truth is, the proper way of paying is kapag nagbayad ka na, extend mo dapat or leave your payment for several days or several weeks para mag-reflect doon sa account mo. Ma-validate ni bangko at ma-consider nila yung payment mo. And then, magpapadala ng email or ng message sa'yo na na-acknowledge nila yung payment mo. But then again, the problem is, hindi nagtagal doon sa credit limit mo yung binayad mo kasi nga, swipe mo kaagad. Okay lang din yon, basta meron kang, siguro sabihin nating notebook, kung saan mo pwedeng i-jot down yung transactions mo kasi baka magkaroon ka ng kalituhan, di ba? So, nagbayad naman ako ng 1,500 pero yung dumating dito sa SOA ko hindi nabawasan. Hindi nabawasan kasi ginamit mo kaagad yung binayad mo. Kung minsan nakakalito at pati ako nalilito na rin. So, kailangan pag magbabayad tayo ng ating mga credit card bills, it is best na medyo pahingain ng konti yung ating mga credit card or credit limit. No, hayaan natin sandali na mag-rest yung binayad natin doon sa ating account, credit card account, para makapagpahinga rin naman. Okay? So kahit mga after lang na ma-validate or mag-reflect yung payment mo doon sa account, kahit yung days na yon lang. Siguro mga 5 days. Right away, magre-replenish naman kaagad yung credit limit basta nagbayad ka na. Yun lang, as what I've said a while ago, I would like to give an emphasis na kung minsan it causes confusion. Kasi like ako, nakalimutan ko na ginagamit ko pala kaagad yung binayad ko. Kaya nung dumating yung SOA, sabi ko, bakit hindi nag-reflect yung payment ko? Bakit walang deductions? Yun pala, yung 1,500 kasi na binayad ko, ginamit ko rin. Kaya nga, it really causes confusion sometimes, lalo na kapag talagang ang dami mo pang iniisip aside from the credit card. May trabaho ka, may pamilya ka, may anak ka, marami ka nakakalimutan. Kaya ako, I tried myself na pag ididisiplin ko yung sarili ko kapag hindi naman talaga emergency. Kapag nagbayad ako, I allowed my credit limit to rest for a while. And then siguro after mga 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month, saka ko ulit siya gagamitin. Kaya maganda rin kapag meron ka pang isang credit card kasi alternate yung paggamit mo. Allow your other credit card to rest and then gagamitin mo muna yung isa. And kapag nakapagbayad ka dito, let that credit card rest also and then gagamitin mo naman yung isa. Yun naman ang kagandahan kapag dalawa yung credit card natin. Yun nga lang, kailangan talaga ng proper disciplining on how to handle credit cards, lalo na if it is more than one or more than two. So, there you go. Sana at least nabigyan kita ng konting kalinawan. Oh, by the way, Clara, yung tanong mo na makaka-affect kaya sa credit standing or sa credit limit increase, ang makaka-affect doon sa credit standing mo at doon sa credit limit increase application mo, if in case you will be applying in the future, yung hindi ka nakakabayad on time. Okay, delayed ang payment, kung minsan may mga credit card bills na hindi nababayaran. So, yung ganon, those will give an impact doon sa credit standing at doon sa application mo for a credit limit increase. Pero yung pagbabayad and then pagsaswipe ka agad, as long as nababayaran mo lahat ng credit card bills mo, and that's okay. Pero kailangan lang, huwag kang mag-exceed, no? So, kailangan do not spend beyond your credit limit. Kasi kung minsan may mga cases na ganon, and kung minsan may mga fees pa na charge si bangko. Pero ito naman, as you have said, this is a PNB Zelle credit card and sometimes mas maliit lang yung mga charge nila. Pero yung over limit spending, no, kailangan ma-avoid pa rin natin yon para mas maganda yung flow ng ating spending through our credit card. So maraming salamat, Clara. Ito na, final na thank you na talaga. Thank you so much, Clara. Okay, so medyo marami-rami itong sasagutin ko, kaya magiging 2 video na siguro ito, part 1 and part 2. Ito na lang muna yung huli kong sasagutin, and then yung next na query natin, doon na lang sa second video. Okay, so ang pang-last natin for today is, hello po hello po. Sorry. Nanggaling ito kay Abdul Karimutak. Okay, so shout out sa iyo, Abdul. Thank you so much for dropping by. At ang query niya, hello po, we've been on BDO since 2019, debit. Planning to use credit card this January 2024. Is it possible po ba na magpa-open ng credit card with 100k credits po? Okay, so ito ang query naman ni Abdul Karimutak. So, ito Abdul, depende pa rin ito, no, doon sa documents na isubmit mo kay bangko. Sometimes, ito, it's golden, no? It's golden to know by the bank na matagal ka na sa kanya, no? So, matagal ka na, loyal ka na. So, nandun ang savings account mo, may debit ka sa kanya. It is really worth noting to know that doon sa side ng bangko. But then again, for the application of the credit card, it will be a different thing. Kasi kailangan mag-submit tayo ng documents like IDs, proof of income, kapag empleyado ka, kapag businessman ka naman, so kailangan i-prove mo or magpakita ka ng proof of your business. And then yung income tax, importante rin yan. And then those are the documents initially na kailangan i-submit kay bangko and for the bank to validate those. So kailangan i-validate nila yung iyong mga documents at i-determine nila if it is possible for you to be given or to be approved with a credit card. So, importante yon, i-qualify ka ni bangko or i-validate ni bangko yung mga documents mo. And mas mahirap lang sa una kapag wala kang existing credit card. Kasi ngayon, pag mag-a-apply ka sa kanila ng credit card is itatanong ni bangko, do you have an existing credit card? Kung meron ka kasing existing credit card, it will be easier for the bank to approve you with one because doon sa credit card mo with other banks, doon sila kukuha or huhugot ng history about your payments. So kapag nalaman nila that you have a good credit card standing, so it is possible for the bank to approve you with one. Pero kapag wala kang existing credit card, it will be sometimes hindi sometimes, kadalasan, matagal, no? Yung pag-a-approve ni bangko. Pero kapag malaki yung mga deposits mo doon sa bangko na yan where you are in, apply for a secured credit card. Lalo na kapag malaki ang savings account mo with that bank, secured credit card is okay with you. Ngayon, option lang yon kapag ma-deny ka. Pero kapag approve naman yung credit card application mo, there's no need to apply for a secured credit card. Pero kapag na-deny or na-disapprove, you can apply for a secured credit card. Ito yung bibigyan kanila ng credit card, but in return, magkakaroon ka ng amount na collateral with the bank, which will stand as a collateral doon sa credit limit na ibibigay ni bangko sa'yo. So kung halimbawa, yung hold amount mo is 100,000, 75 to 90% of that ang pwede nilang ibigay na credit limit. So, yung dineposit mo, the hold amount, magtatagal yan for 1 year, sometimes 2 years. Pero kapag nakita naman nila that you are a good payer, so they can release naman yung hold amount na dineposit mo kay bangko. So, depende doon sa magiging transaction record mo with the bank if it's okay for them now to release the hold amount or not yet. So, kapag medyo hindi pa okay, medyo magtatagal yung hold amount kay bangko. Pero kapag maganda naman yung payments mo, you've proven your worth to the bank, then they can easily release your hold amount. So there you go. Thank you so much, Abdul Karimutak, for that query. Again, maraming salamat.